Friends, countrymen, Goman Nasai for the late start. We are here and we are playing Dying Light tonight. Now, I quite liked what I played of it. I never actually finished the first game. Obviously, they're heavily advertising Dying Light 2, which has caught my eye as well, but it's on a long list of things I'd like to get to. But I quite liked the way this game played. It was a zombie action survival thing with a lot of like RPG elements. You're running around a big open city. It sort of ran parallel to Techland's other title at the time, which was Dead Island, which is also kind of open, not fully open world, but kind of like open, large map zombie survival thing. The big thing there is it was multiplayer with like different characters and different tech trees you could play, whereas this is strictly like single player focused. We'll go with the campaign here. Oh god, yeah, I haven't touched this thing since 2017. We will be starting a new game here. We'll go from scratch here. And yeah, there's a lot of overlap between this and Dead Island. This definitely feels more polished, and its game systems are a little more interesting. There's a little more with the parkour and navigation.
HUD activated. Commence briefing.
Approaching Harran.
Data on the subject, Kadir Suleiman.
Your speakers were
a
off.
local political figure hired to maintain order after the outbreak. His brother Hassan died in a disease-related incident before we were able to evacuate him. Suleiman blamed the GRE for Hassan's death. He stole a highly sensitive file which became his bargaining chip against the GRE, with instructions to publicize it if anything happened to him. Data on the subject.
Yeah, that might be the voice thing. I'll adjust that for it.
It details the incomplete process of synthesizing a cure for the virus. If implemented in its current state, the produced substance may be extremely toxic. Also, the file contains full description of the virion's structure. Any attempt to use it would result in countless lives lost. It must be recovered.
Yeah, can the briefing wait till after the jump?
Current status.
Or ideally, you should be told
file
before the jump.
Associate unknown to us, with instructions to publicize it at his command at any time. To counter that, we instituted a citywide communication jam, preventing him from publicizing the file.
Yeah, that's
your
good comparison.
GRE-issued radio can overcome that jamming. It is your lifeline. Do not lose it. Suleiman has since gone underground and begun using a different name. We have reason to believe he now leads one of the two main factions operating within the city. You are to find Suleiman and locate the stolen file in order to save mankind from a disaster of unprecedented proportions.
So, yeah, we're off to a running start.
I told you that wasn't a normal drop shoot.
Hey! Hey!
Break his legs.
Hey, miss!
Then take him to rides.
Appreciate it, thank you.
Back up! All of you!
Stop! Loud noises draw them.
You never drop in the city, exactly.
Come on! We have to move!
Let's get him off the street!
Pretty much.
Get the door open!
Tower, this is Jade. Get sickbay ready. Got a guy with a bad head wound and a bite on one arm.
Oh shit, Amir's hurt?
No. Amir is gone. But I'm bringing in someone who might still survive.
One of us?
We'll see.
So, yeah. Our mission really hit the ground running. We got a guy killed, we got bit. And we have no idea... Okay, yeah, City of Harran. So basically, the zombie outbreak is already in full swing. We're kind of jumping right into it. We are like an agent of some not quite the United Nations organization, and we're here about a specific thing in the city, but it's sort of tangential to the zombie outbreak. But yeah, as you can see, we got bit, we are now infected, and we're basically stuck here. Let's see. As soon as we get to gameplay, I'll adjust the volume. Yeah, if you hit the ground running, you might not get an ambush.
Not scared. Then pinch him. He blinked. What? He blinked again. What if he's a zombie? Ah! Zombie! Run!
Now, that's a little rude. I haven't turned yet. Alright, let's make a few adjustments here. Yeah, that seems a little more reasonable. So yeah, interesting detail. There are videos of the game like in a modded-in third-person mode, and it seems like they actually modeled your character for those, even though you've got your body here. You can see our legs and such. Apparently, they actually modeled your full body instead of just what you see from that perspective. So when you zoom back, like you can't zoom back in an unmodded game, but if you do with a mod, you can actually see your character moving around in the cutscene and doing the maneuvers. Yeah, hey, leggies.
You sleep for 3 days like a dead man, then scare children?
Like this voice, yeah, this voice is perfectly fine level-wise.
In paradise, can't you see? Okay, enough joking around. Head to room 190. The boss will brief you.
What do you mean, 31?
Ask the boss.
So yeah, we got rescued by one of the survivor enclaves here in the city of Harran.
31.
Which
That's
is
your number.
Ah, we are number 31. Excellent. Which I don't know if they ever specify the country. I think it's just kind of like non-specified Middle Eastern country somewhere in the Arabic Peninsula.
Quiet. Oh, fuck quiet. Now he's gonna get Amir's anti-scene.
So yeah. We haven't made a lot of friends here since one of their own died trying to save us, and now we're infected.
Where's room 190?
Upstairs.
So, not exactly starting on a good foot here.
Crane, 31.
You're gonna do Starfleet's dirty work.
How's
Nice.
your head?
My head?
Got it. Listen up. Until the boss says so, you are not on the list. So go talk to him ASAP.
Yeah, I got the name of the city. I didn't know if they'd actually specified it. Okay, so it's in Turkey. Got it. It's been a while since I've played this game. A lot of the details are going to be slow to come back to me. Hey, what's up?
I'm looking for the boss. Is he in there?
Oh, you're 31. Go on in.
Like how everybody here knows what number I am, even though presumably I just got here. Although, you know, I've been out for a few days. Anyway, right. Boss, listen, we got off on a bad foot here. Like, I feel like I don't feel responsible, but I do feel guilty is the thing for what happened to your guy. But I think we can put this behind us and just focus on the present, you know?
Are you the boss?
What, am I too young? You got the problem with my age?
No, you wanted to talk to me?
That's better. Do you remember anything? Know what you are?
Yeah, I can see this is some kind of shelter.
Yeah, that's fair.
We call it the Tower. Brecken and his runners put it all together a couple of months ago, and we've been here ever since. Hunting airdrops, scavenging, and rescuing people.
Yeah, I wanted to thank that girl.
Good, because if not for her, you'd already be chewing somebody's knee bone. Your antigen was totally crushed, by the way. Only thing Jade could salvage was your radio.
Oh, great. So can I get that back, please?
Actually, I think I need it more than you do.
Believe me, pal, that's not the case.
Fine. Take it. You know why runners put their lives in danger? For guys like you. So now you take the antizin meant for someone else, and you won't even share your gear with us? I don't have time to deal with your bullshit. I've lost contact with one of our guys thanks to the fucked up radios we're stuck with. Do something for me, would you? I don't want to see you or your precious radio anymore, so go be useful somewhere else. We don't tolerate lazy assholes here in the tower.
Hey, be fair. I'm not lazy. I'm just, hey, boss.
Save it. That last guy I mentioned, he's only on the 13th floor, but he might as well be trapped in a mine cave-in. Come back later.
Yeah, come on, I'm not lazy, I just haven't had coffee
Too young,
yet.
Remember? I'm Rahim. Brecken's in charge here.
So yeah, kind of an interesting little establishment moment. He's kind of a hustler and kind of a bullshitter, but he genuinely knows the place, and the whole point is that the survivors here don't go out after dark, so yeah, that'll be a significant feature here. It's interesting that they've had time to come up with these kind of cartoony public service announcements. That's kind of how long that the zombie outbreak has been going on. That there's obviously life outside the city that's going on more or less as normal, but they've sort of normalized the virus in a way that, let's say,
lazy, you little shit.
Hits a little bit different in 2022. So yeah, 13th floor, upstairs presumably, but we're gonna look around a little bit. Did I come through here? Yes, I did. Probably not much to look around at. I gotta say, this game really looks stunning. Like, it's going on 5 years old right now, but the layout of the city, the detail in the individual streets and structures, the way it handles both up-close encounters with zombies and dealing with large zombie hordes, there's a lot of impressive work being done. Okay, 13th floor, it's gotta be downstairs. Roger Craig Smith. Yeah, we are, on the one hand, Crane is basically like standard action hero protagonist man without a lot of distinguishing features. But on the other hand, there are moments where I think he genuinely like elevates the dialogue and gives a honestly not bad performance, particularly later on in the game when he's gotten a little bit gotten his feet wet a little bit more. Like towards the end of, like in the he gives one of the best utterances of the line, "God, would you please shut the fuck up," that I've ever heard. Like, it's just, you can feel the exasperation. So yeah, it's a stock roll, but I think he does good by it. Anyway, we gotta go upstairs. Yeah, that's the thing. We're doing the thing where I'm trying to notice things and discuss things at the same time. So that should be really fucking fun in a game about trying to quickly notice ways through a zombie horde. Ah, here we go.
Where do you think you're going?
The 13th floor. I'm getting some stuff for Rahim.
13?
You take names that chew bubblegum and you walk past the
It's gonna be
bubblegum.
some
Goddamn
dirty
right.
work. But we all got to pull our weight around here, huh?
Alright, in we go.
Jesus. How many people died here?
Yeah, this looks like exactly the kind of thing you set the new guy into.
Crane here.
Where were you? We've been waiting for your report. It's been over 70 hours.
I lost my radio for a while. Don't worry, my cover's intact. No contact with the tower's leader yet. Unable to confirm identity.
Yeah, I remember
Taking
being
steps to
really
blend
impressed
in.
with the parkour. Just the general feel of navigating through these dense,
There's one more
complex
thing.
urban environments.
I got bitten. I've shown no symptoms, but the people here say I'm infected.
Then you'd better get your hands on some antizin ASAP. Hadn't you?
Help! Somebody!
What the hell?
Yeah. Kinda didn't have a lot of choice there. We are still in the tutorial. Anyway. Speaking of tutorial. Yep. Alright. All good.
I cut my arm getting away from him. Oh, God. You had to kill him, didn't you? God damn it! That was my brother. I came down to see him and...
Easy. It's all right now. I'll get help. Hey, Raheem, this is Crane. I'm down here on 13. Listen, this guy of yours got fucked up pretty bad getting away from a zombie.
Oh shit. 31? You went after Mark? Is it safe down
Yeah, it's going on about
Not safe enough
8
now.
years. Yeah, 2015, yeah.
Don't move. I'm sending Lena downstairs.
So yeah, about 7 years old. Like I said, it still looks really nice. Okay, so take care of Mark.
Hey, hold still. Lena will be here any minute.
Gauze. You've got to find some gauze. Oh, and alcohol.
Ah, crafting
Combine them.
tutorial.
That will stop the bleeding. Please hurry.
I try to stay calm, okay? I'll be right back.
Open your crafting menu and press E to... That's kind of the vibe I was getting from that. That would definitely be something Metal Gear Solid would do. Alright. Gauze and alcohol. Yep. Hey. Nope, not quite. Yeah, that was definitely the style at the time. Okay, not quite what I'm looking for, but I will take these. As you can see rather helpfully on the mini-map, it tells us if an area has been thoroughly searched. Okay, tape's kind of like gauze. Alright, here we go. Sit tight, sir. Just making sure I've picked up every possible crafting item here. This is definitely a kind of game where you are going to need everything you can pick up. Bathroom. Ah, here we go.
Okay, I think that's everything
exactly.
we'll find. Let's give this a shot.
Alright. Craft the med kit. Right. Here we go. Here we are. Done. It's just that easy. Get some booze, get some gauze, you're golden, baby. Yeah, this'll do it.
Okay, who's hurt?
He's bleeding pretty bad.
Let me see him. Gauze and alcohol, huh? Pretty primitive, but it'll work.
I like how she didn't actually bring any supplies with her, she just kind of came down.
Thanks for the help. I'll take care of him from here.
Yeah, like I said, there's a lot of really good
Well done,
design
31.
elements in this game, from the way it looks and sounds. This is very definitely a game that is satisfying to play, watch, and listen to. She is the supplies.
I just want to help out and repay you guys for what you did for me.
Well, good. Come find me, and we'll talk about how you can do that.
Alright. Now we can interact with the elevator. Yeah. That is, really anything involving patching up an open wound. That's not the kind of thing I would be comfortable looking at. I have trouble seeing myself get an injection. I always have to look away when I get a shot or something. Alright. So, are we buddies now?
Taken care of. Piece of cake. What else you got for me?
Well, let me think.
Rahim, you are just smart enough to be dangerous, you know that? Omar told me about your plans for the nest. Explosive charges? Really?
What? Explosives?
Oh,
I never
please.
said that.
You can't tell a convincing lie to save your life.
I know what I'm doing.
Yeah? You think you can't die?
You're not my mom.
No, I'm not. Our mom's dead. So you might want to be a little nicer to me since I'm the only family you have left. Especially now that Amir is gone.
You're Jade, right?
Right?
I just wanted to thank you for what you did for me and tell you how sorry I am for your loss. I owe you and Amir my life.
Yeah, you do. You want to return the favor? Keep my dipshit brother from killing himself. No explosives, Rahim.
Alright. So, what's this about explosives?
So,
is that enough? Do I get to talk to Brecken now?
first, go change your clothes. I left some new ones for you in your room. You're in 194.
Something wrong with what I'm wearing?
You need something that fits the job Brecken wants you to do. Call me when you've changed.
Not 5 minutes in, and we're already getting style tips. I tell you, hard to actually tell what we're wearing. It's like jeans and some kind of jacket, I guess. I mean, presumably it would be whatever we skydived in. Which, actually, I'm a little surprised it wouldn't be some kind of, like... I don't know. I would assume you would need to wear some kind of suit for jumping out of a plane, especially if you're going on some kind of military operation. But at the same time, you are also supposed to be some kind of clandestine operative, so presumably whatever he had under the suit would be some kind of civilian clothes or something. I don't know. They don't pay me to prepare for clandestine super agent missions. Okay, continue calls here, as well as leave any items for storage, survivor rank increases. Yep. Got it.
Okay, Rahim, I'm ready. Where do I find Brecken?
Surprisingly, we do, Mirage.
If you're going to earn your keep,
You can just barely see it. Like, yeah, you can just see the yellow of our shirt when we move around.
Just a couple flights up.
Yeah, there's actually, like I said, there's videos on YouTube of the cutscenes and such from third person, and there are mods that you play the game in third person, apparently, and they've fully modeled the character. It's not necessarily totally visible from the first-person perspective, but that is my understanding. But yeah, good to see you, Mirage. How goes it in, from the depths?
Like computers.
What kind of stupid question is this?
Come up with any especially tantalizing war machines lately? Alright, tower roof.
Rahim, I don't see you. Where are you?
Those. Well, what are you waiting for? Get over here.
Okay, so now we're starting to get some parkour tutorials here. Okay, yeah, press and hold space to jump and grab the ledge you're looking at. To look at the edge you want to grab. Blah, blah, blah. Got it. Weapons manufacturing. Ships are really just wrappers around. Ships are really just wrappers around my gun. Oh, interesting. Yeah. That's the thing. I like how crunchy and detailed that game gets in terms of building weapon systems and...
A crane on a crane.
Clever, Rahim. But yeah, there's the ability to create these fairly complex weapon systems that have some basis in real-life functioning, or at the very least considerations for it. But, you know, you're free to just make them as absurd as you like, so long as you meet the functional requirements. It's a builder game, but for guns on ships. The result was a cannon that fires 4 times a minute, and any one hit can tear a giant hole in things. It's made a slightly weaker but dual barrel version. Awesome! Yeah, I like seeing what you come up with. There's some wild stuff in that game.
Welcome to our gym. First things first, you've got to learn how to run.
Part of a super fire
What do you mean,
Sick.
learn how to run?
I'll have
Just
to
do
tune
what
in
I
the next
say,
time you got a
alright?
stream going.
Now, jump down to the very bottom.
Are you nuts? I'd kill myself.
Don't be a wimp.
Okay,
Come on,
suffice
you
to
can't
say,
be
they're
serious.
taking some
Watch this.
liberties with how parkour works.
Raheem!
My leg!
Jesus, don't move! I'll get help!
Ha! I was just fucking.
Yeah, the
with you.
Faith School of Hard Falls.
What? You can't take a joke? Come on! Get your ass down here!
Christ on a crutch.
Okay, so yeah, basically, you'll see these blue trash bags that mark a place where you can safely take a hard fall, no matter the distance. Now, to an extent, you can prepare a soft landing. Like, I've actually seen a video of a guy that jumped out of a plane and managed a safe landing without a parachute because he, like, wingsuited into a, like, construction of cardboard boxes, and that was sufficient to break his fall. But something tells me garbage wouldn't necessarily be soft enough to break a fall like this.
Holy shit!
But here we are.
Shit!
It's a rush, isn't it? But don't blow your load just yet. There's more. To survive outside, you got to take advantage of the terrain. Most eaters suck
True.
at climbing. So
I mean,
the
we didn't
harder the
land
terrain
on
is,
one.
The better for you. I've got some typical situations set up for you. Let's see how you handle them.
That's the thing. It's very definitely very definitely video gamey. Yeah, you've got some mattresses here, and you know, some cardboard and such. I would my guess is the hand wave is they prepare these bags specifically with whatever lightweight collapsible material will let you survive a fall. But yeah, it is definitely video gamey, and that's fine. It's part of what makes this game fun.
Sometimes it's better to crawl through the low, narrow passages. Eaters will have a tough time following you.
Yes, I know how crouching and jumping works. I imagine they'd have to be. Or is that the canonical explanation? Because I would actually believe that.
Try not to slow down once you start running. Outside, if you stop, you're probably dead.
That is very good advice, and that will come up especially once we start running around at night. A big conceit with this game is keeping moving at all costs.
For a noob.
Oh, I have no bloody idea. Sources I made it the fuck up. Well, there you go. Alright. Oop. And in this case, I kind of like that the...
And don't fall, because there sure as hell ain't no net.
I kind of like that they have the areas marked with yellow paint and such, because the whole point is that this tower has been trained by a bunch of parkour experts, so they themselves would need to get around and would be using mostly the same means of traversal. So yeah, definitely, this game is very video gamey, but they're doing some of the legwork to justify it, and the areas where they're not are acceptable to make the game fun. Now, right, I believe... Yep, here we go. And the game does a pretty good job of sticking you to things that you can hang on to.
Good job.
Like, I'm probably glossing over a few things in my mind, but I don't remember being particularly stuck with any of the jumping puzzles here. Okay, so... I gotta get up there. So... Upsy-daisy. And they do a good job with momentum, too. Like, there's a difference between when you're just climbing on something from a dead stop, when you're walking towards something or running towards it. Like Branch said, unlike Dead Island, they have made parkour a central element of the game, and have designed your movement suite accordingly. And that's a big part of what makes this game fun.
Okay, that's enough. You've got some serious natural talent, man. Either that, or you've done this before. You done this before?
Hardly. The closest I ever came to this was running track in high school.
Yeah, it is...
Never seen anything like it.
I don't know if they specifically were inspired by Mirror's Edge, but I would not at all be surprised if they were. Anyway, right, Raheem, where you at, brother? No, that's back down. Ah, this way. Yeah, the transitions between running, jumping, climbing, and running into obstacles. I think they let you... Do they let you power slide on this? Oh, not yet. I think that's something I gotta unlock. I always like that move. Alright, here we go. But yeah, this is a game where the developers thought long and hard about the individual animations you would be making at any given moment. There's just a lot of effort into how the game plays.
What's happening to me?
Oh shit.
Shit. Oh shit.
Oh god, it's Far Cry 2. I got malaria.
Something went wrong. Rahim, what just
Yeah, I
happened
want to
to
say
me?
there is, but I don't remember.
Oh shit. I bet you're having your first seizure. Just get back over here.
I could definitely say that while I'm not, as I might say, abnormally afraid of heights, there are some moments in this game that give me not quite vertigo, but definitely make me a little bit nervous. There are some sequences where you are climbing very, very high, and you look down and you realize, holy fucking shit, I have actually gone this high. There's just, it flips a switch in my brain that responds strangely to the distance in a way that is not quite video gamey. Yes, hi.
Raheem, what the fuck was that? Does this mean I'm turning?
Most likely, no. At least
Yeah,
not
the
yet.
radio towers in particular.
Seizures remind you that you're infected. You better go see Dr. Zera, though. He'll check you out, probably give you a shot of antizin. Before you head out to see Zera, talk to the quartermaster. He'll gear you up so you can go outside without getting your head bitten off.
Hey, K-Pro, welcome to the show.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Right, elevators to the ground floor.
Yay!
Aw, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Good to have you here. Hope you're having a good night. All right, elevator. Threw me off is at the elevator. Oh, hold it. There we go. The elevator has a door handle, which always throws me off here.
All right, they've given me an actual job, and nobody suspects I'm not who I say I am. So far, so good. And once Dr. Zera helps me manage these symptoms I'm dealing with, I'll be even better.
No saying less, huh? That's okay. It's all right. More than welcome to hang out. Good to have you here. We'll be doing a lot of that, I assure you.
Oh, you're the new scout. Rahim radioed me about you.
Yeah, that's me. Name's Crane.
I'm not gonna bother learning your name till you've survived a few days, but here, this is for you. By the way, word around the tower is you're just another deadbeat in line for food or antizin. By which I mean, the people here don't much like you. But don't blame them. It's easy to get paranoid when you're isolated. And since somebody's jamming communications to the outside, there's plenty of paranoia to go around. Whole damn city with nobody to call for help but ourselves. You bring me some supplies from the airdrops, though, and you'll see people change their tunes in a hurry. That shit's a game changer.
No problem. I'll be happy to do that with
Bear that
this
in mind.
table leg
So
you've
is there
given
anything
me.
else? I'm in a bit of a rush.
Also, if you're looking to get more popular, you can try helping folks.
All good, Caprio. Have a good
Do
night.
a few favors, they might like you more. Might even find a woman. Keep you warm at night.
Yeah. Not really why I'm here, dude. Okay. Quartermaster provided free items every day. Dying Light bonus docket. Oh, this might be some DLC thing. I don't remember actually getting any of the DLC for this game. I know there was a big thing where it's like a post-game thing and they have like cars and such. Why not? Why not redeem these things? And yeah, I know this game has pretty good controller support. It's just, for a first-person game, I more value the precision of aiming, even though this game doesn't really... I mean, it has gun combat, but that's not really a signature element of the game. But I do appreciate, in a game with first-person aiming and point of view, being able to precisely look around and be specific about what I'm looking at. Talk about priorities. Yeah. This is how you know he's not actually all that salty about me being just another mouth to feed around here. He's just doing his job. Anyway, Dr. Zare, so that is downstairs. We got our table leg. Oh, not that way. So yeah, Zeke won't come in through these, I'm assuming, ultraviolet lights. And that'll be a critical element that we can use to our advantage.
Okay, new guy, be careful out there. We've lost too many already.
Alright.
Okay, noob. You've got Dr. Zera set up in a semi-trailer on a fenced-in playing court. When you leave the tower, hang a left and head due south. You can't miss it.
Right.
It's Crane, kid.
All right. Crane. Just keep moving. There's no time to take in the sight. And try not to make too much noise. Sound attracts those fuckers.
So noted. So yeah, the other big signature element of this game is just the sheer size of the city you get to explore, the density of detail, and the various ways you can get around. Like all these streets and side streets, suburbs, districts, and such, they all have their own little pathways. Some have been marked and set up by the survivors, some you'll have to discover for yourself. There's a big city with a lot of content to discover. But for the moment, let us be goal-oriented and go get our shots like a good citizen. Again, this game definitely is a little on the nose in the wake of COVID. Oh yeah, give me them batteries. You know, I did not, when I played this the first time, as mentioned, I never actually finished it, so I don't think I actually got far enough. But I will consider that. I will see how easy that is to get. Because yeah, there's a lot of like fun bonus weapons and things you can get in this game. So, let's see here. So, to start with, we are pretty frail in melee combat. This I remember. Most of our good moves are locked behind the skill tree. Replace the zombies with Karens. Alright, so let's move over here. Easy to get, time-consuming to acquire. Got it. Okay. So, a big element of the game is the sheer number of zombies you've got. It's impractical to fight your way out of most of them. Fortunately, there are a lot of traps set up that we can take advantage of, and the superior mobility we have over the undead. As you can see, our stamina drains pretty quickly from a single strike. We can't exactly fight off a horde, and our weapons degrade with use. So yeah. In stark contrast to the mobility of this game, you rather realistically get winded after a few swings to start with. It takes a while before you can conceivably fight off a horde. I'm mostly just fighting these guys just to serve as an example. Yeah, you do get experience for taking him out, but most of your progression is going to be done through solving quests and finding resource caches throughout the city, as the quartermaster discussed. Now, let us carry on. Can I jump on that? No, I think I'm meant to jump over there where the breach is. Maybe I can. Let's find out. Yes! So yeah, that's one thing I really like about this game. While there are marked paths that you're meant to use, most of the time the game is pretty accommodating about letting you get somewhere. It's less a question of can I, and more how can I. Anyway, how's it going? So yeah, we got our little safe zone here where the good doctor is giving some shots.
I hope those rotting fuckers never figure out how to climb on top of a van.
Doctor? Hello? Anybody there?
I'm here for my booster.
Are you there?
So I'm supposed to get a vaccine?
What? No, no. Suppressant. It's called antizin. Suppresses the symptoms. Here, sit. Antizin postpones the inevitable. Best the GRE could do.
Inevitable? So there's no cure?
It's a variation of rabies. There's no cure right now, but you see, I've been running tests on both antizin and infected tissue. A cure is possible, definitely possible.
Oh shit, you really think you can figure it out?
With Dr. Camden's help,
Here Michael
yes,
Scott screaming while he's
so.
knocking a ton of shit all over the place.
Put that injector.
Who's Dr. Camden?
A colleague trapped in Sector 0, where the outbreak first, well, broke out. We've been collaborating via radio, though we would have made more progress if the connection were better. Also, if my earlier experiments had borne fruit. I tried injecting recombined versions of the virus into chunks of meat and leaving them around the city, hoping some of the infected would eat them, so I could observe and document the results.
Man, you're gonna give yourself a bad Mac, dude. It's a laptop. Bring it up.
No fruit. I'm ashamed that I wasted so much time on it. No reason to hold any antizin in reserve now. In any case, all right. I'm quite busy, so on your way now. What was I doing?
So yeah, interestingly, this reminds me a lot of how the virus worked in Dead State, because if I recall right, the background lore also had that based as
checked me out and gave me another shot.
as a variation of rabies, and also there was no cure in that as well.
Which is good, because I'm starting to get used to the idea of bossing you around.
You could delay it with antibiotics,
Time for a real trial. Go talk to Spike.
but that was it.
Find him near Zed's truck. He's got the first real job for you.
I actually quite like the writing for that game. Some of the material you find actually discusses the long-term concerns of using antibiotics to suppress the virus, where that risks giving rise to other drug-resistant strains of diseases. Doesn't really come up in gameplay, it's just kind of an interesting little background detail. Anyway, job from Spike. Ah, here we go.
Hey, Spike?
I know.
Just what I need. More unskilled labor. All right, shut up and pay attention. There are two types of airdrops.
Roger Aaron
One is
Brown,
food,
yeah.
first aid supplies, survival gear, and such.
I thought I remember hearing
The other kind
somewhere.
is filled with antizin. The GRE sends in a one-way video feed that lets us know
Yeah,
when
yeah.
they're on the way. Look, the trouble is, the airdrops with antizin keep getting raided by Rise's thugs. And without antizin, we're basically screwed.
Those are the guys that
Rise
hassled
and
us in
his
the
boys
intro.
only operate during the day, because going out after dark is a dandy way to get killed. But the next two antizin drops are coming down right at sunset tonight, and Brecken means to go after them. This may be our only chance to reach the airdrop.
What's my part here?
Well, as I said, going out at night is basically suicide. Or it would be if I hadn't been setting up safe zones and traps out there for weeks now, which I have. Now, Brecken and his team will be okay tonight so long as you get out there now and arm those traps. That's your part.
All right. What are these traps and how do I arm them?
You'll see. I'll be talking you through it. Just remember, without these traps, Brecken won't survive the night. And if he doesn't come
I like
back
how
with
he does
antizin,
actually look like
we
he's
are
got some
lost.
kind of program open. Like, you can see the
Before you head
various
out there,
nested
grab some
functions
firecrackers.
there.
Made them myself.
I don't know if
Make a
it's
fine distraction if you get in
readable,
trouble.
but it looks like something you would actually have open while you're writing code. Again, there's a lot of nice little attention to detail in this
You
game.
are the man. Firecrackers, take them.
Yes, yes. Okay, so looting is key to survival. Search dead bodies, chests, abandoned cars, piece of furniture. Basically, grab everything. There's no such thing as stealing. There is only surviving. It's probably some minor code from the game itself. Yeah, I'd believe that. Okay, so prepare a trap for Brecken's mission. Upsy daisy. So we need to get up this way past the safe zone. Actually, if I recall right, yes, the map screen does not pause the game. The main menu does. So yeah, while you're checking and seeing where you need to go, these zombies are out there, and can be a problem if you are trying to find where you are and you're being swarmed by stuff. Because these guys obviously can't climb stuff, but other zombies can. Especially the more noise we make. In fact, one detail I really like is that a gunshot is almost guaranteed to summon what I believe are called virals, the fast-moving zombies that can climb. So whenever you fire a gun, it's kind of a tactical decision. Okay, how badly do I need to get rid of this thing in front of me versus how prepared am I to deal with the inevitable trouble that's coming?
First, the car. Open the hood, connect the battery, that'll arm the trap.
Done.
Jade here.
Oh,
Is
hey.
anyone outside right now? Urgent help needed.
Doink.
I'm outside, working for Spike.
You're Crane, right? Listen, our runner's trying to secure one of our safe houses for Brecken's mission. He's in a courtyard by Vefa and Mimar, surrounded by zombies. We gotta help him.
On it.
Alright, I'm on it.
Good, I could use some experience. Right, Trap Survivor. So that's a bit of a run up there. Off we go. Another thing is you notice that there are 2 XP meters up top. One for traversal and one for combat, and you'll gain experience from different activities depending on which you focus on. It's not like there are different builds in this game. It's more about which stuff you level up first and which specialties you prioritize in. I think there is enough stuff in this game to eventually get every perk unlocked. And of course, you can always like run around grinding on like fighting enemies and just running around. Like you saw there, we just got like 13 and 10 experience just for running across the window and climbing. So little bits you earn just by running around can quickly add up. Hi. Ooh. Oh, man. So yeah, in the same breath that we have, like, not necessarily realistic, but detailed considerations for your stamina, we also have some hyper-realistic reactions to the various carnage you're able to enact on zombies. So, you are incentivized to avoid combat in a lot of cases, but also combat in this game is really, really fun. Mostly just getting some free experience in here while the getting is cheap. There is, I believe, a scripted encounter that will force the first night cycle, but until then, I believe we have plenty of time to screw around a little bit. I could be mistaken, and we'll find out in a most entertaining fashion if I am. Let's see. Can we get up this way? Yes, we can. Ha! Alright, across this way. Yeet! Fuck around, hope not to find out. Exactly! Again, yeah, that's half the fun of this game. Just seeing the things it lets you get away with.
Okay, Jade, I'm here, along with some infected.
Watch yourself, Crane.
Watch myself? No, watch me. Come here. Right, the XPR is basically hit things and do parkour to get them. They can be very stubborn, these things. It's almost like they're undead or something. Housekeeping. Yep.
Oh man, I think it's too late for this guy.
Shit. All right.
Okay, I think this guy's a runner.
Don't let him suffer.
Done. That counts as not suffering, right?
Okay, it's done. Fuck.
You might say I headed that problem off at the pass. Haha!
You still need to turn on the lights. That's the only way to make this place safe at night.
Alright. Turn on the power. Back in here. Yeet. Alright. So yeah, we got a clear area. Let's see. Can I spend skill points? I can, yes. Okay. Survivor, agility, power, legend. Okay, there are actually, like, multiple skill trees here. Alright, let's take a look at the survivor skill. Okay, complete quests, help other survivors. So this is for, like, yeah, progression and side content such. Okay, learn how to craft the most basic things. Lockpicks, firecrackers, done. Yes, kind of have to. And do. Okay, I don't have skills for those. I do have skills for power. Yes. Alright, learn how to attack with great precision. Each strike with a blunt weapon has a chance to stun. Sick! Okay, does this one fall into the category of tower climbing to find stuff on the map? Not necessarily to find stuff. There are towers you climb to activate radios and such. I don't believe they're specifically tied to progression. I think it's just another thing you can do. Like, there are actions you can take that can clear safe zones, but those tend to be a bit more logical. As you saw, it was about getting into a concealed area and... or getting into a sealed area, clearing it out, and turning the power on.